Hello everyone, welcome to our audiobook channel. If you enjoy this story or want to hear more exciting content, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Your feedback helps us improve and bring even more captivating stories. Enjoy listening. Chapter 1, Day 1. Date, March 17, 2321. Time, 23:37 HRS. Location, Sky Blossom City, Wyatt Residence. Rest in peace, death is another beginning. Since I am you in the world's eyes, let me shoulder your hate, pain, and desire. I woke up feeling something suffocating inside of me, no, not my internals, something deeper and profound. My soul seemed to be suffocating, covered in a fog of malice and hate. I suddenly realized I was not in my lab but someone's bedroom. By the looks of the room filled with action figures, model planes, and cars, while walls and floor covered in adult posters and magazines, it seemed to be a middle-aged pervert's room. Many questions raised in my head. Where am I? What am I doing here? Was I kidnapped? Interestingly, I found answers to all my questions within my mind, finally realizing that I transmigrated into the body of a 17-year-old boy and things were complicated. The deceased soul's name is Dalton Venera Wyatt, in short Dalton Wyatt, similar to my name, not surprising considering the reincarnation genre. Young Wyatt's world can be considered parallel Earth considering its earthly resemblance, and it is being plagued by dungeons and monsters similar to the ones popular in games, novels, and anime in my world. Young Wyatt's parents were card apprentice who passed away in their last mission nearly 2 months ago. With his gardeners gone, young Wyatt's life withered. First, his friends and teachers deserted him since he was no longer the only son of 2 silver rank adventurers. Second, his school life was hell as his bullies gained in numbers and became bolder. Third, he lost all his savings and insurance money in a scam. Fourth, he got caught in a staged accident and faced a fraudulent lawsuit. Even though he had lost all his money in a scam, young Wyatt's parents had left him a good amount of property, for example the house I am currently in and their silver rank adventure equipment. Young Wyatt was smart, first the scam and now this staged accident. Feeling cornered, it became clear to him that he was being targeted by someone. No matter how smart Wyatt was, being a legal adult in government eyes and with no friends and family in his support, the odds were not in favor of Wyatt. Under the constant threats of hooligans and court notice, young Wyatt felt there was no way out of this. He could give in to the fraudulent lawsuit and settle, but he felt ashamed at the thought of selling his childhood home or his parents' adventure equipment. In desperation, young Wyatt was not willing to let the perps win and get away with it. So he wrote his will, donating his property to a children's trust upon his death. Then decided to commit suicide. Enter me Dr. Dalton Wyatt, the world-renowned scientist, inventor, and entrepreneur. For unknown reasons, I seem to have been reborn in this body. But one thing is clear to me: my life as Dr. Dalton Wyatt has come to an end. Even though the deceased soul has traveled to the afterlife, the body contains strong remnant hate, pain and desire, forming a fog suffocating my soul. Other than communicating with the remnant, no other good idea popped in my head. Coincidentally enough, an eerie thought conveyed in my mind. Those who wronged me should be punished. Fulfill my parents' dream. Hearing this thought, I was frightened and overjoyed at the same time. Fear because ghosts turned out to be real, and overjoyed as things could be resolved by talking. The two conditions put forward by the ghost seemed reasonable at first, but they were vague with undefined boundaries. Punished, what did it mean by that? Did it want me to kill all those who wronged young Wyatt? Parents' dream, which one and what are they? I did not want to live my second life as a murderer fulfilling someone else's dream. Fortunately, when I voiced my doubts, the ghost conveyed the demands more precisely. Firstly, it only sought justice, not vengeance. This justice was subjective to my will. Secondly, Mr. and Mrs. Wyatt longed for their son to be a card apprentice and be ranked in the Card Apprentice Championship. Successfully negotiating with the ghost, the fog suffocating my soul vanished and I gained complete memories of young Wyatt. Maybe it was the negotiation with the ghost or something else. I seemed to have adapted to my new life as a transmigrator. Ah, hey, 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 hey. For some reason, I was feeling sleepy. Oh. Whatever. I have all the time to explore later, let me take a nap now. Chapter 2, Day 2. Date March 18, 2321. Time 10:51. Location Sky Blossom City, Wyatt Residence. Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. Open up, twat. We know you're in there. Open up. Ugh. WTF. What does a man have to do to get a proper sleep around here? Frustrated, I got up from the bed. Stomping my foot hard on the floor, I walked to the front door in a sleepish manner, and opening the door I snapped at them. WTF do you want? Don't you know it's rude to hinder people's sleep? My eyes were barely open. I did not bother to see who was at the door and was ready to shut the door on their face, but a large hand grabbed onto the edge of the door while pushing half of his body into the door. Unable to close the door, I was caught by surprise. Then it dawned upon me that I had transmigrated and people at the door were no pushovers but hooligans blackmailing young Wyatt. Looks like someone needs to be reminded of their place and debts again. Bang. Shoving the door wide open, two people walked into the hallway without my invitation. The tall one looked at me with a sneer and said, "Looks like someone is enjoying their sleep, but do you know who isn't? My cousin whom you hospitalized." While the shorter one shoved two documents on my face and said, "Look at them, these are the medical bill and court notice. When are you going to settle the bills, or would like to settle it in the court?" Before I could get a proper glance at the two documents, the shorter hooligan hid them back into his coat pocket. He did not want me to read the documents. Both the hooligans gave me an intimidating glare. If it was young Wyatt he would have caved, but it was not him, it's me. The more they glared at me, the more guilty they looked in my eyes. Calming myself and thinking of all possible scenarios and the worst that could happen, I said, "Fellows, we have been through all this already. I said I will pay you within a week. Why are you here now? Right now I don't have money to buy myself breakfast, let alone to pay you. Come back on the 20th, I will have your money ready by then. You think we have no other work than to come to beg you for the money that you owe us? We only came to inform you that my cousin went through another surgery yesterday and the bills that you have to settle have risen. Now that you know that, we will be on our way. See you in 2 days." Without waiting for me to go into details, they walked out, leaving me speechless. Fuck. I cursed inwardly. I could have just called the cops on them, but I would be letting them off easy. At most they would be sentenced to 2 to 3 years of jail for fraud, if I could prove them guilty, that is. No. That isn't enough, they had to pay not just them but also the hands behind them. These guys know young Wyatt's net worth and bottom line, so they don't mind hooking young Wyatt for a few more weeks and demand more money before getting serious. These twerps don't know how lucky they are that I transmigrated, otherwise what greeted them would be the cold corpse of young Wyatt. Since they love money so much, let me use it to teach these fellows a lesson. Traying a ring. Traying a ring. What's that sound? Where is it coming from? I walked to the source of the sound. It's an old-style book with iron bookbinding with a QR code for a cover. It was young Wyatt's iron grimoire. Picking it up, I opened it to see who was calling. Class teacher Juan calling. I forgot, now I am a student and I had a school to attend. Going through young Wyatt's memories, I came to know this Robert Wong was a piece of work. Back when young Wyatt's parents were alive, this class teacher did not hesitate to lick his students behind shamelessly, but now he acts as if young Wyatt has robbed his ancestors' grave. This class teacher Wong was one of the main reasons why young Wyatt's classmates looked down on him. His friends stayed far from him and bullies got bolder with him. Class teacher Wong may have not directly bullied young Wyatt, but his biased opinion and attitude toward Wyatt caused many students to alienate young Wyatt, leading to depression and negative thoughts in young Wyatt's mind. Forget it, let's answer the call. Dude. You dumb ass, what took you so long to answer my call, and why aren't you in my class? 15 minutes. You have to be in my class, otherwise don't blame me for being cruel. Being barged by his arrogant words, a vein popped on my neck and I cursed. Phew, beep your mama. Beep you and your mama. Sorry. Wrong number. Toot. Chapter 3, Grimoires. Time 14:11. Location Sky Blossom City, Lion King National Bank. This way sir, locker number 817. Please take your time. Call me if you need anything. Saying that, the bank clerk walked out of the locker room. Entering the locker pin, I opened the locker. I wasn't excited cause I knew what was inside thanks to young Wyatt's memories. 2 silver grimoires and nothing else. These were the most prized possessions left behind by young Wyatt's parents. These 2 grimoires can be ranked among the top 100 of Sky Blossom City's most coveted possessions. In this world ruled by Card Apprentice, grimoires represented everything: status, power, wealth, because they played such an important role in the hands of a Card Apprentice. Grimoires are livelihood and weapons for Card Apprentice. From card creation to card fusion, grimoires are needed in every step, and a high-level grimoire will come a long way. Grimoires are ranked based on different card grades they can hold. Grimoire grade: Iron Grimoire, Mortal grade, 0 stars. Iron Grimoire is the most basic of grimoires. One doesn't have to be a Card Apprentice to use it, and it can only hold Mortal grade cards with no star requirement. Bronze Grimoire, Common grade, 0 to 40 stars. One has to be a Card Apprentice to use a Bronze Grimoire, and it can hold Mortal and Common grade cards. Each card can only have a star rating up to 40 stars. Silver Grimoire, Uncommon grade, 40 to 80 stars. Silver Grimoire can hold Mortal, Common, and Uncommon grade cards. Each card can only have a star rating up to 80 stars. Gold Grimoire, Rare grade, 80 to 120 stars. Gold Grimoire can hold Mortal, Common, Uncommon, and Rare grade cards. Each card can only have a star rating of up to 120 stars. Platinum Grimoire, Myth grade, 120 to 160 stars. Platinum Grimoire can hold Mortal, Common, Uncommon, Rare, and Myth grade cards. Each card can only have a star rating of up to 160 stars. Diamond Grimoire, Legend grade, 160 to 200 stars. Diamond Grimoire can hold Mortal, Common, Uncommon, Rare, Myth and Legend grade cards. Each card can only have a star rating of up to 200 stars. Card grade: Mortal grade, 0 stars, G rank. Mortal grade cards do not contain soul power, therefore one doesn't require to be a Card Apprentice to use them. G rank, 0 stars. Common grade, 1 to 40 stars, E and F rank. Common grade cards can have a maximum of 40 stars. F rank, 1 to 20 stars. E rank, 2 to 40 stars. Uncommon grade, 3 to 80 stars, C and D rank. Uncommon grade cards can have a maximum of 80 stars. D rank, 3 to 60 stars. C rank, 4 to 80 stars. Rare grade, 5 to 120 stars, A and B rank. Rare grade cards can have a maximum of 120 stars. B rank, 5 to 100 stars. A rank, 6 to 120 stars. Myth grade, 7 to 160 stars, S and A rank. Myth grade cards can have a maximum of 160 stars. A rank, 7 to 140 stars. S rank, 8 to 160 stars. Legend grade, 9 to 200 stars, SSS and SS rank. Legend grade cards can have a maximum of 200 stars. SS rank, 9 to 180 stars. SSS rank, 10 to 200 stars. To understand the difference in various ranks of grimoire, one has to understand the different power levels of Card Apprentice. Card Apprentice power levels are divided based on the percentage of active soul control in a person. A person with a minimum of 10% active soul control can be considered as Card Apprentice. G, 10%, 0 stars, Mortals. F. 10%, 20 stars, card student. E. 20%, 40 stars, card scholar. D. 30%, 60 stars, card solider. C. 40%, 80 stars, card master. B. 50%, 100 stars, card grandmaster. A. 60%, 120 stars, card lord. A. 70%, 140 stars, card overlord. S. 80%, 160 stars, card king. SS. 90%, 180 stars, card emperor. SSS. 100%, 200 stars, card demigod. 1% of active soul control can mobilize 2-star soul power. Young Wyatt was still yet to gain 10% active soul control to be officially called card apprentice. Therefore, like other mortals, he could only use an iron grimoire. When young Wyatt was at his weakest, a scamster promised him to help achieve 10% active soul control within a week for a price that is. If it had happened during some other time, maybe young Wyatt would not have fallen prey to the scam, but recent tragedies in his life and facing alienation in school lead to him be gullible and venerable enough to believe in this scam. He thought becoming card apprentice could change everything, gain him his teachers' and classmates' respect, keep away the bullies, maybe even teach them a lesson. The scamster easily spotted young Wyatt's insecurities and started to make all sort of false promises until finally, young Wyatt fell for it. But all was not in vain. There was a lesson in all this. Young Wyatt finally realized that there was no shortcut to improve active soul control, otherwise the government would have been using it for ages, or at least his parents would have mentioned it to him. The reason why I am here is that I had achieved 12% active soul control, that is, I can mobilize 24-star soul power and be officially called a card apprentice. It seems the fog covering my soul did not vanish, instead it got absorbed by my soul, giving me complete memories of young Wyatt and rising my active soul control percentage to 12% within a night. Normally when a person achieves 10% soul control, they usually sign a soul contract with a bronze grimoire to officially become a card apprentice. But there are always geniuses who leapfrog and contract a silver or above rank grimoire. Conditions to contract a silver grimoire is to achieve a minimum of 20% active soul control, or to have a very powerful soul which can bear the burden of a higher level soul contract. Not to seem narcissistic, but I do consider myself a genius. After all, I am a transmigrator. So, instead of going to school to sign a soul contract with the government-issued bronze grimoire, I decided to sign a contract with one of young Wyatt's parents' silver grimoire. I was not confident that I could sign a soul contract with a silver grimoire, but it did not hurt to try. After all, I had 2 silver grimoires at my disposal. I would be a fool not to. Chapter 4, Origin Card. Time 14:15. Location: Sky Blossom City, Lion King National Bank. Holding the silver grimoire in one hand, I dropped a drop of my blood soul on its cover to initiate soul contract with it. To my surprise, as my blood soul came in contact with the grimoire shined brightly and started to hover in front of me as it slowly opened to a page from which a hologram of a beautiful middle-aged woman appeared. Son. Congratulations on becoming a card apprentice. Sorry mother could not be with you on such a happy occasion. I could see Mrs. Wyatt suppressing her tears. She knew she was going to die. I have a lot of things to say, but I am short on time. Son, we love you and are proud of you. Even though we can't be with you, remember this: we will always be watching over you. I have left you a gift, hope it helps you in your adventures. Sayonara, my sweet pea. Without my knowledge, a teardrop rolled from my eyes. Maybe it was due to young Wyatt's memories. Even though I didn't know Mr. and Mrs. Wyatt, I felt an unknown understanding towards them. After the end of the hologram, the grimoire page turned my status page. Name, Dalton Wyatt. Age, 17 years. Gender, male. Rank, card student, 16% 0/32 stars. Stats. Strength equals physical damage, health power. Agility equals evasion, attack speed. Vitality equals physical defense, health regain. Intelligence equals soul damage, soul power. Wisdom equals soul defense, soul regain. Cards. Origin card slots. 1. Soul pupils, unique grade. 2. Empty. Active card slot. 1. Empty. 2. Empty. 3. Empty. 4. Empty. Passive card slots. 1. Empty. 3. Empty. Active/passive card slots. Item card slots. 3. Empty. 5. Empty. 6. Empty. Card holder, empty. Beep. I cursed seeing my status page. My active soul control had risen by 4%, while I had obtained an origin card. Seeing young Wyatt's struggle, I knew how hard it was to raise soul power, but to my astonishment, just signing a contract with Silver Grimoire increased my soul power by 4%. Signing a soul contract with a higher level grimoire doesn't increase soul power. Sometimes, if not careful, it has adverse effects. But not only did I gain soul power but obtained an origin card. I think it has something to do with Mama Wyatt's gift. Come to think of it, there is a forbidden method used in prominent families where the elderly at the edge of the deathbed, at the expense of exhausting their soul, they leave behind some of their soul power in the grimoire for their progeny. When their descendants do contract the grimoire, not only do they get a high-rank grimoire but also receive a huge boost to their soul power. Understanding that her end is near, in her final moments Mama Wyatt used the forbidden method to leave behind her last gift for her beloved son. I think Mama Wyatt's methods ensured that I succeeded in contracting the silver grimoire. Thank you, I muttered to myself. Receiving the grace of Mama Wyatt made me feel burdened. This fueled my resolve to punish all those involved in young Wyatt's suicide. Origin cards are unique grade cards which are distinctive to their card apprentice. For some lucky ones, they are revealed naturally, but for others, they have to spend huge fortune and materials to create their exclusive origin card. Origin cards are very rare because they represent the unique individuality of a card apprentice, for it comes as easy as breathing air or drinking water, but for some, they are never able to reveal their origin card in their entire lifetime. Card name, Soul Pupils. Card type, Origin card. Card rank, Unique grade. Card rating, nil. Card durability, nil. Card effect, secondary pupils with the ability to see the soul pathway. There are many advantages to origin cards, like they don't require soul power nor do they have the durability to watch out for. Since the origin card is the representation of card apprentice's individuality, they are indestructible. Even though I was excited and full of anticipation to see my first ever card, all my excitement and anticipation died, unable to understand the card effect. So I decided to activate the origin card to see how it works. As soon as I activated the origin card, other than my normal vision, I was able to see a bright aura leaking out of everything including me, and I could see a bright string pathway forming the boundaries of everything. I could even see the aura of the bank clerk standing outside the locker room through the dim aura of the wall. Soul pupils were some kind of soul X-ray vision, its perks were yet to be revealed. Chapter 5, Credit. Time 14:23. Location Sky Blossom City, Lion King National Bank, counter number 7. Yes sir, how may I help you? I would like to update my account status. Sure sir, please hold your grimoire facing the scanner sir. Okay. Summoning my grimoire, I hold it in front of the scanner. I didn't notice it before, but the QR code on the grimoire cover changed as I contracted with it. The grimoire can quantify my DNA to produce my own permanent, unique and standard QR code. This QR code is my legal universal ID, it is linked to all my accounts. I noticed that the clerk was looking at me with amazed eyes. I get it, not every day does she get to see a 17-year-old silver grimoire holder. Even a 17-year-old bronze grimoire holder is rare, so my species is almost extinct. I don't mind her admiring me, but now it's getting weird. Excuse me, miss. Sorry, Sir. Your account status is updated. Okay, thank you. Sir. As I got up to leave, the clerk called me. Yes, anything else? I asked. If you don't mind, can I have a few minutes of your time? No problem. I sat back on the chair comfortably. Congrats on becoming a card apprentice, sir. Thank you. Sir, I would like to introduce our latest credit plan for young and aspiring card apprentice. Would you be interested, sir? Sure, why not? Sir, this scheme offers you a line of credit that can be used to make purchases of skill/item cards or card materials, and requiring that you pay back the loan amount in the future. When using this scheme, you will need to make at least the minimum payment every month by the due date on the balance. So you will loan me money to buy skill/item cards or card materials in advance, which I will have to pay later in minimum payment every month by the due date on the balance. Yes, sir. Sounds good. Where do I sign? This scheme was like credit cards back in my world, except here you use grimoire instead of the credit card. Okay, I will forward the relevant documents to your grimoire. After you sign it, we are good to go. All done. I said after signing the documents I received in my grimoire. Yes, sir, thank you for your time. No, thank you, ma'am. All banks are the same in any world, I thought as I walked out of the bank. One of the reasons I updated my account status was because I had no money. I wasn't lying when I said I didn't have money to buy breakfast. I was too proud to beg for a loan from the bank, but it was another thing if they handed it out themselves. Since young Wyatt was going to commit suicide, he did not bother to restock the fridge or the pantry, nor did he have the money to do so. Damn, it feels good to finally have some money to spend, I cursed out loud. It was taxing to walk to the bank since I did not have enough money to travel through public transport. Rumble. My new body was famished as it didn't have food since yesterday evening. Without any further delay, I rushed into the nearest buffet. I didn't mind if it was expensive here, I could not suppress my hunger anymore. Time 16:35. Location Sky Blossom City, Adventure Guild Association, Adventure Guild Mall. After having a hearty lunch, I caught a taxi. According to the taxi driver, Adventure Guild Mall is the cheapest place to buy quality skill/item card or card materials. Even though I was already a card apprentice, I didn't have any worthy cards to back me. What kind of card apprentice would I be with zero skill/item cards? So, I decided to buy some useful skill cards. And I also need to find a stable source of income. No amount of money would be enough without a stable source of income. All my old skills were considered useless in this world, as this world was heavily dependent on cards and grimoire. Some would say I should copyright songs, movies, novels, etc. from my world. I could barely remember how I died, much less remember songs, movie plots or novels that I watched ages ago. Being an inventor, I had many patents in my mind, but they were useless as this world did not focus on electronics or industrialization. Instead, it had various cards for every little thing. Walking into the card section of the mall, I found an empty couch and sat comfortably. Beep. Soon my grimoire beeped, indicating that I received a notification. Opening the grimoire, I checked the notification. Welcome to Adventure Guild Mall. Please wait as one of our sales executives reaches you. Expected wait time, 45 seconds. Chapter 6, Skill/Item Cards. Time 16:37. Location Sky Blossom City, Adventure Guild Association, Adventure Guild Mall. Soon a bob-cut brunette dressed in office attire walked to me and said, "Welcome to Sky Blossom Adventure Guild Mall, how may I help you?" I realized that I don't know what I want to buy. I mean, I know I want to buy some skill/item cards, but which ones to buy was the question. I couldn't just ask her to show all the cards in the mall. I could, but my skin wasn't that thick enough and I was on a low budget. Seeing my dilemma, the sales lady said, "Sir, if I may, I would like to recommend you to our Card Apprentice Beginners Catalog. That would be helpful." Then the sales lady forwarded the Card Apprentice Beginners Catalog to my grimoire. Card Apprentice Beginner's Catalog. Interestingly enough, the first thing on the catalog was a storage item card. Card name, storage trunk. Card type, item card. Card rank, F rank, common grade. Card ratings, 6 stars. Card durability, 60/60ths. Card effect, summon a heavy-duty military-grade 410 LTR storage trunk. Additional effect, temperature control. Note, cannot store living things. Card cost, 3,499. 3,500 for a storage trunk. You kidding me? Is it made of gold? The bank loaned me 4,000. Of which I spent 130. On the buffet including the cab charges to get here, all I have left on me now is 38.70. 4,000 is not much, but based on young Wyatt's credit history, bank wouldn't even consider giving me a penny if not for me contracting a silver grimoire. Hearing me curse, the professional smile of the sales lady did not lessen, rather she nodded in an understanding manner and said, "Sir, the storage trunk comes with an additional effect of temperature control and is quite popular among new adventurers, as it can be used to store food, meat, drinks for a long time. So, it's a fridge, no more than a fridge, as temperature control means it can switch between hot and cold. No, that's not the point. The point is I can summon it whenever and wherever I want." Just thinking about the endless possibilities of this item card, I agreed with its price. If it were me, I would charge more. Letting out a sigh, I started to look at other cards in the catalog. Active skill card Fireball, 14,999. Active skill card Water Ball, 13,999. Active skill card Mud Ball, 13,799. Active skill card Windblade, 14,599. Passive skill card Basic Archery, 12,999. Passive skill card Basic Shooting, 19,999. Passive skill card Basic Sprint, 4,999. Passive skill card Bear Form, 42,999. Passive skill card Tiger Form, 39,999. Passive skill card Snake Form, 32,999. Item card Bone Club, 6,799. Item card Bullhide Vest, 4,999. Item card Gale Leather Shoes, 7,999. Item card Enchanted Wooden Bow, 172,999. Item card Enchanted Iron Sword, 177,999. Turns out the storage trunk card was the only card in the catalog I could buy. Damn, just how poor am I? I was frustrated seeing the numbers in front of me. These were just the cheapest beginner level skill/item card and I could not afford any one of them. Sir, anything to your liking? Why is the storage trunk card cheap? Sir, due to its low durability, storage trunk card is cheaper compared to other cards. Rest assured, all the other cards in the catalog have 80 or above durability. Card durability ratings represent the lifespan and quality of a card. Low durability means low quality. No wonder it is so cheap compared to other cards. Weapons or skill cards cannot be of low durability because if the card loses its effect during a battle, then it would be disastrous for the card apprentice and his party. I really could not afford any of the cards in the Card Apprentice Beginner's catalog. Are there any occupation-related skill card? Yes, sir. Fortunately, we do have one occupation-related skill card. Card name, Masuza's Hand. Card type, skill card. Card rank, E rank, common grade. Card ratings, 13 stars. Card durability, 87/87. Card effect, user gains elite level Masu's technique. Additional effects are stimulation, circulation, relaxation. Card cost, 293,000. Wow! With this card, any moron can become a professional Masu's. especially with the 3 additional effects, but it ain't cheap either. Occupation-related skill cards are very rare. They usually get snatched as soon as they appear in the market because such a card would mean a stable source of income for a small family. I wasn't considering buying this card, only asked out of curiosity. Since I can't afford any cards, then I can only create my own cards. Chapter 7, Card Recipe. Time 1652. Card creation. Theoretical young Wyatt could be considered a pro in this, but practically he had zero experience, as one had to be a card apprentice to practically create a card. Thanks to Papa and Mama Wyatt, young Wyatt was familiar with the card creation process. He had seen them create hundreds of cards. But still, watching someone else eat will not solve your hunger. Similarly, watching card creation hundreds of times did not mean that young Wyatt was good at card creation. It meant that young Wyatt had enough theoretical knowledge to start a card creation process on his own. There were many beginner card recipes in young Wyatt's memories. These were all basic card recipes meant for beginner card apprentices to practice card creation, so I did not have to worry about copyright issues over these card recipes. One card recipe, Superhuman, in particular caught my attention. Card recipe name, Superhuman. Card type, skill card, passive. Card ratings, 1 to 40 stars. Card durability, 60 to 100. Card effect, enhances users' bodily functions to a superhuman level passively. Additional effect, superhuman stamina. Card ingredients. Titan Vine Fluids, F rank, common grade. Titan Vine Essence, F rank, common grade. Titan Vine Core, F rank, common grade. Common Core, F rank, common grade. With this card, my body would work more efficiently and I would not have to worry about me getting tired. Deciding on this card recipe, I said, how much for a set of superhuman card recipe ingredients? One set of superhuman card recipe has 4 F rank ingredients. Titan Vine Fluids, 800. Titan Vine Essence, 1200. Titan Vine Core, 2099. Common Core, 100. Total, 4199. How many sets do you require, sir? My left eyelid twitches hearing the cost for one set of superhuman card recipe ingredients. For some reason, all of a sudden my throat went dry and I started to feel thirsty. Is this how being poor felt? I thought. As if the sales lady could hear my inner thoughts, she said, "Sir, if you are going to practice card creation, then I would recommend you to our beginner's card recipe catalog. It's cheaper and more affordable." Hearing her last sentence, my left eyelid twitches again. That would be helpful. Looking at the beginner's card recipe catalog shared by the sales lady, I felt more thirsty. With money that I have on me, I could barely buy one set of card recipes. After browsing the beginner's card recipe catalog for a while, I finally found one card recipe within my budget. Card recipe name, Gale Rabbit Leather Boots. Card durability, 75 to 100. Card effect, Sprint, active, Double Jump, active. Gale Rabbit Leather, F rank, common grade. Gale Rabbit Core, F rank, common grade. Sprint, increase agility for a minute. Cooldown time, 240 seconds. Double Jump, ability to jump a second time in the air. Cooldown time, 35 seconds. Gale Rabbit Leather, 100. Gale Rabbit Core, 999. Total, 1199. Sprint and jump were reasonable ability. The card effect didn't matter cause I was planning to sell whatever card I made back here in the mall. And make profits with the difference in selling price and ingredients price. After all, a good quality Gale Rabbit leather boots could sell from anywhere around 4,100 to 6,099. With the money on me, I can buy 3 sets of Gale Rabbit leather boots recipes. If I can successfully make one item card, I would still manage to reap a minimum profit of 500 with this in my mind. I would like 3 sets of Gale Rabbit leather boots card ingredients. Sure sir, that would be 3,597. Sir, I would like you to consider joining Adventure Guild Association membership. With it, you will be entitled to a 5% discount for your purchase at the Guild Association Mall. Okay, where do I sign? Adventure Guild Association membership has no strings attached. It is a stunt to make sure that customers would do their next shopping at Guild Association Mall for a 5% discount. After becoming a proud member of Adventure Guild Association Mall, collecting 3 sets of ingredients and paying 3,417.15, I prepared to leave, but the sales lady stopped me. Sorry sir, I forgot to mention that every Silver Grimoire holding member can use Guild Association Mall Card Lab 10 HRS per month for free. Would you like to avail them now sir? I do need a quiet place to create cards, and it would be hectic to come back again to sell the item card, so why not try this fancy Guild Association Mall Card Lab? Yes please, I would love to. Lead the way. Chapter 8, Card Creation. Time 1711. Location Sky Blossom City, Adventure Guild Association, Adventure Guild Mall Card Lab. Card Lab is just a fancy name for the empty room with good lighting and better soundproofing. Card creation requires the complete concentration of the card apprentice, as the card creation process is the most mentally tedious work. The card apprentice has to completely map out the whole process of card creation in his mind. Slight disturbance can lead to failure. Therefore, card apprentices tend to create cards in the place where they feel most secure, that is their home or office. Let's take an example of item card Steel Sword. In this card creation process, the card apprentice has to mentally imagine the incredible temperature of furnace required to melt steel, cast to give shape to the sword, the pounding of cast steel sword to refine it, the sharpening of blade, etc. All these steps have to be mapped out in the mind of the card apprentice, and with the help of Grimoire he has to mentally refine the card ingredients following this process to get the end product, the card. Now coming to the Gale Rabbit leather boots item card that I choose to create, first I need to have a clear picture of the end product I am going to make, that is how the Gale Rabbit leather boots will look. Design. How comfortable will they be? What kind of model boots will they be made after? After thinking hard, I settled on the model, a pair of Ultrafly boots sold in my previous world. Those boots were normal, but they still cost me 3,000. They don't judge me. Every man likes respects a good pair of Ultrafly boots. After deciding on the model of the boots comes the cutting of leather according to the requirements of the boot design. Then comes the stitching part. This part is the trickiest, as various stitching techniques are required to get the perfect shape and design to create a good pair of Ultrafly boots. Most important of all, the boots should be built around a common core as the center. The core is named core because it is the core of any card. After all, they house the soul abilities of the card. Once the boots are ready, then I have to transfer soul abilities from Gale Rabbit core to the common core of the leather boots. All the aforementioned steps have to be carried out very carefully and precisely, otherwise slight mistakes can lead to a decrease in the durability rating and an increase in star rating. Decreased durability rating means low quality, while increased star rating means the card apprentice has to use more star power to activate the card. This will lead to a decrease in the price of the card. This is also the reason why most of the card apprentices do not prefer to use complicated models, leading to most cards having just plain design. And also the reason why card apprentices choose to create cards in the safety of the environment that they are familiar with. After mapping out the card creation process, I took out the first set of card ingredients and placed them on the card creation page of the grimoire. After that, I closed my eyes and poured my mental strength into the grimoire to guide me through the process of card creation. Since I had already chosen the model of boots, I immediately started to cut the leather as per the design requirements mentally. But to my surprise, this step turned out to be much harder than I had thought. The leather pieces were not cut cleanly. Did I not apply enough mental strength, or was it something else? I don't know. If the leather pieces are not cut neatly, then it will hinder the stitching process, so we will not get the desired design, leading to the creation of a cheap knockoff version. I tried to trim the edges of the leather neatly, but it made it worse. Finally, I was beginning to understand why the card Apprentice chose to go for plain models with less complicated design. I began to sweat because at this rate the leather will be damaged before I even started the true process of card creation. I was frustrated since all the solutions I came up with didn't seem to work. Suddenly I had an epiphany. I remembered that once Papa Wyatt said I should not focus on shaping and refining the ingredients itself, but shaping and refining the aura of the ingredients, and the card creation will become a lot easier. What is the aura? When young Wyatt asked, Papa Wyatt said that aura is like the soul of the ingredients. One can only feel it with enough concentration and experience but never see it. Soul of ingredients. Was he talking about the string pathways of everything I saw earlier using the soul pupils? I wasn't confident, but I decided to give it a try. Chapter 9, Ultra Fly Boots. Time 1727. Location Sky Blossom City, Adventure Guild Association Mall, Card Lab. After activating soul pupils, I could see that the soul pathway of the leather pieces I cut earlier was messy, leading to unclean cut and dull edges. I mentally try to arrange this messy soul pathway to define the boundaries of leather pieces as I desire to refer to the aforementioned design. Finally, I was able to cut all the pieces neatly, perfectly fitting the design requirements. I did not turn off the soul pupils but kept them activated as I proceeded to the stitching part of the card creation process. And I was right to do so. Thanks to soul pupils I was able to see the soul pathways meet and converge as I stitched the leather pieces together, enabling me to blend the soul pathways of each piece perfectly. The most important and stressed part was where I had to blend the soul pathways of the common core to the soul pathways of leather. Cores are the most important part of the card because not only do they house card abilities but also help the card to morph between the actual item and the card itself. Then finally came the time to transfer soul abilities from the Gale Rabbit core to the Gale Rabbit Leather Boots core. With the help of soul pupils, I could see this bright mass of light within the Gale Rabbit core and just a speck of light in the Gale Rabbit Leather Boots core. If I was right, this bright mass of light within the Gale Rabbit core should be its soul abilities. The speck of light in the Gale Rabbit Leather Boots core should be the card morphing ability. Now all I have to do is to make sure that the bright mass of light within the Gale Rabbit core is perfectly transferred to the Gale Rabbit Leather Boots core without any leaks. Because leak of the bright light would lead to more than just decrease of durability ratings and increase in star ratings, it would lead to incomplete transfer, meaning loss of some of the soul abilities inside Gale Rabbit core or even incomplete soul abilities inside the Gale Rabbit Leather Boots core. Using my mental strength as a medium, I slowly began to transfer the bright mass of light from within the Gale Rabbit core to the Gale Rabbit Leather Boots core. Once the bright mass of light was out of the core, it became exciting and wild, unlike its tranquil self within the core, making it harder for me to complete the transfer process without any leaks. Thanks to my soul pupils, unlike other card apprentices, I could see the bright mass of light, instead of relying on my senses to feel the bright mass of light. So making it easier for me to avoid any leakage during transfer, but still, it was stressful. Card creation complete. Finally, I deactivated my soul eyes to see the card I had created. The 3 ingredients card in the card creation page had vanished and left behind only one card: Gale Rabbit Leather Boots. Card name: Gale Rabbit Leather Boots. Card type: item card. Card rank: F rank, common grade. Card rating: 1 star. Card durability: 97/100. Card effect: touched by Gale Spirit, passive. Additional effects: sprint, active; double jump, active. Touched by Gale Spirit, agility +1, passive. Sprint, active, increased agility for a minute. Cooldown time 120 seconds. Double jump, active, ability to jump second time by step on air. Cooldown time 10 seconds. XX, I cursed out loud seeing the specs of my newly created card. I got goosebumps seeing how overpowered this card was compared to the same ones being sold in the mall. 3 abilities with the lowest possible star ratings and near perfect durability rating. This card was the definition of the perfect card. I had not seen an F rank card with 3 abilities and such perfect star and durability ratings. I understood why my card was better than the one sold in the mall, because unlike me, other card Apprentice did not have a cheat like an origin card ability. If not for my soul pupils, I would not be able to create a single item card even after using all 3 of the card ingredients sets. The only thing that I was not satisfied with was the lack of color to the boots. Instead of ultrafly boots, they looked like wood ultrafly boots. And I was not a fan of wood boots. Thinking of this, I called the sales lady using my grimoire. Please wait, your allotted sales representative will reach you soon. Expected wait time 1 minute. Knock. Knock. May I come in, sir? Soon I heard the knock on the card lab door, and the same bob-cut brunette in office attire from earlier walked in. How may I help you, sir? I need good quality dies for my Gale rabbit leather. What would you recommend? I would recommend henna generic dies. They are natural, long-lasting, more dust-resistant and have a glossy touch to them. But they cost 50 a can. Okay, get me 4 cans of blue, black, white, and red color. Sure, sir. After receiving the dies, I recreated the first Gale rabbit leather boots card again, but this time with a white body and red sole, but regrettably its durability decreased to 90 seconds. I created 2 more Gale rabbit leather boots cards with the remaining 2 sets of card ingredients, one with a black body and blue sole while another one was completely red. This time both the cards had a perfect durability rating of 100/100. Now these what I call ultrafly boots, I thought, looking at 3 pairs of Gale rabbit leather boots in front of me. Chapter 10, Card Auction. Time 20:45. Location Sky Blossom City, Adventure Guild Association Mall. Creating 3 F-rank cards took me nearly 3.5 hours, mainly due to applying dye to the rabbit leather, and it was already late evening outside. Checking out of the card lab, I found an empty couch and sat comfortably. Please wait, as your allotted sales representative will be reaching you soon. Expected wait time, 120 seconds. Currently, I was drained both mentally and physically. I never thought that creating 3 F-rank cards would take such a huge toll on me. It felt like I had not slept for days. If not for my curiosity about how much the cards could fetch me, I would have been taking a nap in the card lab right now. And right now I felt more confident and satisfied than afternoon, because right now I had equipped the full red ultrafly boots and they looked fly. Who says buying stuff won't make you happy? They must be buying the wrong stuff. Even after invading the buffet for lunch, I felt hungry, and since it was time for dinner I ordered 1 large juicy steak and 1 large Coke, through the grimoire. Order confirmed. Expected wait time 4 minutes. The bob-cut brunette in office attire walked towards me. She is still here. When does she get off work? The sales job is tough, I thought as I nodded to her. With a polite nod and smile, she said, Sir, how may I be of your service? I want to sell these item cards, I said, throwing 2 Gale rabbit leather boots cards on the coffee table. The sales lady picked up the 2 cards for appraisal. Finally, I saw her replace her professional smile with a dumbfounded expression. Stutteringly she said, Sir, did you create these cards earlier? I frowned and asked why so many questions. I said I wanted to sell these cards, didn't I? Regaining her professional smile, the sales lady hurriedly apologized. Sorry sir, please let me double check before offering you a price. While the sales lady was busy appraising the cards for their authenticity, the waiter brought my order in a trailer. Your order, sir, 1 large steak and Coke large. Would you prefer a dining table, sir? No, I will have it here. After hearing me, the waiter elegantly placed the dish and drink on the coffee table and walked away. Without caring for the busy sales lady, I began to enjoy my dinner. Sorry for the delay, sir. After talking to the manager and careful consideration, we have come up with these prices. For the card with a 92 durability rating, we offer you 92,000. And for the other one with the perfect durability rating we offer 157,000. If you are not satisfied with the price we are offering you, we can always put them up for auction, but it will take a minimum of 2 days to auction these cards. We recommend auction as it will fetch the maximum price for these cards. To tell the truth, I was actually dissatisfied with the price they offered because not only were my cards contain good abilities but had perfect star and durability ratings, and they looked fly and could also be considered as collectibles compared to the cards they sold. Card auction is very common in this world as it is the most efficient way to collect diverse and desired cards. I could consider it, but I needed the money right now to continue with the next phase of my plan, that is to buy a card for my self-defense. But what surprised me the most is the difference in the price of the two cards. It seems making cards with perfect durability is harder than I thought. I just hope these cards don't bring any trouble my way. Putting down the fork, sipping the Coke, I said, "Okay, I will auction the card with perfect durability and sell the other one to you." "Sure sir, let me remind you that the Guild Association Mall will take 10% as auction charges." "No problem." "Okay sir, I will contact you with the results of the auction in 2 days." "Anything else sir?" "I would like to buy a few cards and some cosmetics." Passive skill card Bear Form X1. Passive skill card Mud Frog Skin X1. Vitamin E Potion X3. Biotin Potion X3. Passive skill card Bear Form X1 to 42,999. Passive skill card Mud Frog Skin X1 to 24,999. Vitamin E Potion X3 to 7,099. Biotin Potion X3 to 12,599. Total, 87,696. Balance, 4,304. Card name, Bear Form. Card ratings, 16 stars. Card durability, 80 to 80 seconds. Card effect, user becomes proficient in beast form martial arts bear form. Addition effect, strength and senses of a bear, passive, dot. Card name, Mud Frog Skin. Card ratings, 12 stars. Card effect, the user can breathe through skin pores and control the size of skin pores. Additional effects, maintaining the mucous membranes of the skin. The Bear Form card is for my self-defense while the Mud Forgot Skin card and the cosmetics are for my skin. I am not a vain person who cares about fair skin, but I would still prefer to have smooth and glowing skin rather than patchy skin filled with bumps and dark spots suffering from light acne. If someone tells you that they don't care about outer beauty, then they are probably lying or don't know how much of a hypocrite they are. Being an entrepreneur, I know how much first impressions mattered. And why be looked down upon when you can be the person whom all ladies want to be with and all men want to be like? Finishing my dinner, I hailed a cab to my flat and then slept like a log. Chapter 11, Limitations. Date March 19, 2321. Time 9:30. Location Sky Blossom City, Lion Cub High School. Andre Johnson is the principal of Lion Cub High School and a silver card apprentice. Being born in the projects, only Andre knew how many people he had to step on to reach his current position. With his increasing age, Andre's ambition declined. People started to call him soft, but only Andre knew that with his increasing rank it became hard for him to find opportunities to climb higher. And the waters here were deeper than in projects. But yesterday night he received a piece of unexpected news. Andre saw an opportunity in this. If he played his cards right, he can finally become an associate superintendent. Knowing what he had to do, Andre put an end to his vacation and returned to the school today. The school was running, as usual, thanks to his opportunistic assistant and the hard-working vice principal. Andre didn't bother to go to his office, instead hurriedly walked to the staff room. Seeing the principal, the staff seemed to be surprised and greeted him hurriedly. "Principal. Go, good morning." Where is Teacher Wang?" Robert Wang had gone to the washroom, he should return anytime." Seeing the principal still wait in the staff room, the teacher added, "Sir, I will ask Teacher Wang to visit you in your office." "No need, I will wait for our star teacher here." The teacher was dumbfounded hearing Andre's unexpected answer. Thankfully Robert Wang returned. "Principal, good morning, I heard you wouldn't be back for another week." Entering the staff room, Robert Wang noticed the principal waiting beside his cubicle. "With hard-working teachers such as yourself working, how can I be lazy? No sir, you work the hardest around here, without you the school would be closed by now." "Haha, Teacher Wang, I heard that recently a student in your class was promoted to card apprentice by contracting a silver grimoire." "What?" Robert Wang was puzzled. He never heard of this. Yes, many of his students did happen to promote to card apprentice, but none had contracted a silver grimoire. Andre's words attracted the attention of other teachers in the staff room. No wonder the principal is so approachable today, they thought. "It should be Dalton Wyatt, he is in your class, right?" "How sure are you, sir?" "Because I know Dalton, he is a bum, how can he possibly contract a silver grimoire?" "You." Hearing Robert, Andre was furious, he almost punched him. "I received the update from one of the board members." "Forget it, take me to student Wyatt." "Why hasn't he reported his promotion in the school?" "Sir, student Wyatt is absent for 2 days now." "What? You have his number, right? Call him now." "That. I said call him now." Teacher Wang summoned his bronze grimoire and called Wyatt. "Calling Dalton Wyatt." "Hello, Dalton, this is XX your fat mama, XX you and your fat mama." "Sorry, wrong number." "Wait, Dal. Toot. WTF, what the X did just happen?" Andre did not know what was going on here, but he did not care. He pointed to Robert Wang's nose and said, "I don't know what is happening here, I don't care. Make sure student Wyatt reports to the school, otherwise you can find another school to teach." Hearing Andre's cold tone, Robert Wang shivered in fright. As Andre left the staff room, Robert slumped to his seat. Never in his dreams did he think that the wimpy little brat he toyed around with would contract a silver grimoire. Had he known earlier, he would have been more careful around the kid. Pretty soon the news that Dalton Wyatt of Class 1A had contracted a silver grimoire spread like a forest fire in the school. Time 9:43. Location Sky Blossom City, Wyatt residence. Do people not sleep in this world, I thought, hanging up on class teacher Wang. Well, since I am up already, might as well get out of bed. Picking the sand out of my eye corners, I walked into the washroom. Washing my face, I brushed my teeth. Then I filled the bathtub with ice-cold water and mixed in a 1:1 ratio of vitamin E and biotin potion. After waiting a few minutes for the mixture to mix well, I equipped the Mudfrog skin card and got into the tub. Fully immersing myself in the water, I widened the pores of my skin, allowing them to breathe in the mixture of cold water and potions. Soon my skin turned dark, accumulating the mixture of potion in them. Then I got out of the tub and walked into the shower. While in the shower, I made sure to widen my pores and breathe out the accumulated mixture in my pores. As I breathed out the mixture, along with it all the dirt, pus within my skin pores poured out. Narrowing my skin pores and drying myself, I looked into the mirror. My skin was glowing with an attractive charm and was smooth as a baby's skin. The acne and dark spots on my face were nowhere to be seen. Ah! This card stuff is magical. I sighed, admiring my hand face along with my smooth and glowing skin. Afterwards, I looked at my updated stats page. Gender male. Rank, card student 16% 29/32 stars. 4, empty. 1. Bear form, common grade. 2. Mudfrog skin, common grade. 1. Gale rabbit leather boots, common grade. Card holder. 1. Mudfrog skin, common grade. Since I have 16% active soul control, I can only equip cards up to 32 stars, bear form, 16 stars, Mudfrog skin, 12 stars, and Gale rabbit leather boots, 1 star, totaling up to 29 stars. Star/soul power is the limitation of a card apprentice, therefore cards with low star ratings are preferred and expensive. This is also the reason why my cards sold for nearly 25 times their base price. Chapter 12, Bentley. Time 11:03. Location, Sky Blossom City, East Zone, Zhang Financier's main office. Having my breakfast, I hailed a cab to Zhang Financier's to solve my money problems. Zhang Financiers are a good bunch of people who like to help the local businesses and families financially without any surety or collateral. At least that is what they claim to be. But in reality, they are illegal loan sharks, who charge heavy interest rates on the loans they give out. As for surety and collateral, they use the family or life of the debtors as to their collateral and surety. Zhang Financiers are backed by Zhang mercenaries famous for their cruelty and brutality. Especially their leader Kevin Zhang, silver grimoire holder. His barbarism knows no bounds and is famous throughout the Sky Blossom City for his viciousness and savagery. With such savage goons on their beck and call, nobody dares to cross Zhang Financiers. Taking money from them is equal to selling yourself and your loved ones. Zhang Financier's main office is a fancy 13 stories building built by robbing hard-earned money of innocent people. Walking to the receptionist in the lobby of the building, I passed her a business card and said, "Tell Bentley that Wyatt is here to meet him." The receptionist, after confirming that the card belonged to Bentley, said, "Sir, please follow me." Taking the elevator to the 7th floor, I followed the receptionist to a fancy meeting room where a shabby man in an expensive suit was waiting for us. This dude is Bentley, Kevin Zhang's nephew and his only living blood relative. He is the CEO and face of Zhang Financiers in papers. This guy is the proper definition of a prodigal second-generation rich. As for how I know him, Bentley is supposedly a victim of a scam similar kind faced by young Wyatt. He approached young Wyatt saying he was searching for the scam artist, and in his search, he happened to hear about young Wyatt being scammed, so he came to young Wyatt to see if he had any clues to catching the scam artist. During this process, Bentley befriended young Wyatt, and passing the card to Wyatt, he said if Wyatt ever needed money, then Bentley can hook him up for a loan with a cheap interest rate. After being scammed for the first time in his life, young Wyatt had already lost trust in society, so he did not trust Bentley and never considered asking Bentley's help. Neither did I, but Bentley's card caught my eye yesterday as I was searching for spare change or any neglected money in every corner of the house. To be precise, the logo on the card caught my eye. Because I had seen this logo tattooed on the nape of the two hooligans that came to my flat yesterday morning. Suddenly it became clearer to me that the people targeting young Wyatt were none other than Zhang Financiers. They scammed all of young Wyatt's money, then they staged the fake accident. Bentley approached young Wyatt so that he could make young Wyatt take a loan from Zhang Financiers. They wanted to bury young Wyatt in their debt, but what for? Of course for the two silver grimoires. Because there is nothing else on young Wyatt that could catch Zhang Financier's eyes. It was a good, deep, and elaborate plan, but alas, never would they have imagined that young Wyatt would attempt suicide writing his property to a children's trust. Nearly wasting all their efforts if not for me being transmigrated. And as to why was I here? Even after knowing everything, obviously to get justice for young Wyatt and make some money while I am at it. Student Wyatt, welcome to Zhang Financiers. Say, what brings you here? I am here to meet you, brother Bentley, and talk about the offer you made me last time we met. Ah. Where are my manners? Come inside, have a seat. Would you like anything to drink? Coffee, tea, or cold drinks? Seating on the couch, I glance at the joyous Bentley. His attitude took a total 180-degree turn once I mentioned taking a loan. No, brotherly, maybe next time. Let's talk about business first. I am in a hurry. It seems student Wyatt is in urgent need of money. Tell me how much you need, I will see what I can do. Thank you, brotherly, you're a savior. I got into some trouble recently and am urgently in need of money, about $6 million. I didn't need $6 million, I just threw out the first number that popped in my head. What? $6 million. I put on a very innocent expression similar to that of a naive lamb. Student Wyatt, $6 million is a huge amount, even our company's total asset is not worth that much. Sorry, but I can't lend you that much money even if you had collateral or surety. Putting on a disappointed face I asked, can't you help me, brotherly, please? This is a huge amount of money, our company can't loan you that much. Okay, then I will find some other place to borrow money, thank you brotherly, sorry for the trouble. Hearing my response, Banley was shocking. Isn't the script wrong? Aren't you supposed to beg and negotiate a deal with me? Where are you going? Stop. Student Wyatt, wait. That amount of money nobody will be willing to loan you without any collateral or surety. Brotherly, if you are asking for surety and collateral, I might as well go to the bank, they have much better interest rates. No, Student Wyatt, I didn't mean that. What I was going to say is that you could borrow a part of the money from us and the remaining amount from some other financer. What do you think? Sounds good, but how much are you going to loan me? How about 500,000? Too little, brotherly, I might as well try some other place. You drive a hard bargain, Student Wyatt, 1,250,000. I can't get more than this. I could see that Banley was really being sincere this time, but not sincere enough, because a single silver grimoire can be auctioned for about $4 million. Even if you are willing to pay $4 million, one will not be willing to sell a silver grimoire. Banley had a big appetite. He wanted to gobble up $8 million by just paying 1,250,000. But I did not care, since I was not planning on returning the money in the first place. Let this be Zhang's first small installment payment to what they owe young Wyatt. Okay, deal. Where do I sign? I said, knowing that Banley would rather not make this back deal official by putting this on paper. Because in this world, loaning money to someone with a higher interest rate than the standard and legal interest rate was considered a crime punishable with jail time. In this world, the government took white-collar crime very seriously. So, Banley did not want to leave a paper trail. Because of legal problems, and also because he had that much confidence in his uncle and his goons. All they needed was a moral high ground to go after silver grimoires. No, Student Wyatt, there is no need for that, I trust you. If you say so. Collecting money from Banley, I hailed a cab to Guild Association Mall to stock up on more cards and increase my strength. The loan due date was 1 year from today, and the interest rates were 3 times the legal interest rates, and if I am unable to pay interest by the end of every month, then they will be adding certain late fees and charge interest for the interest to be paid. This was a trap, but I didn't mind stepping in it, as I knew that they are going to come after me one way or the other. I might as well make some money out of it. Money is good, as in this world money meant strength. Money equals good, cards equals strength. 1 year was enough for me to grow stronger than Kevin Zhang and his goons. As Wyatt was leaving the building, Banley busy directing his goons. Speed up the process, I want that brat begging me for more money by the end of this week. But boss, what if the brat finds other lenders? Then things will become complicated. Don't worry about that, my uncle will take care of that. Okay boss. Chapter 13, Beast Will Core. March 19, 2321. Time 12:34. Location Sky Blossom City, Adventure Guild Association Mall. Since I just made a buttload of money, I decided to visit the auction section of the mall where all the good stuff is sold. This part of the mall is more luxurious, with all the fancy lighting and flamboyant decor. After all, the people visiting here are big spenders or strong card apprentices who provide the auction house with all the rare materials. So, the mall has to keep up with its appearance. But for some reason today the auction house seemed to be crowded, so I decided to call a guide. Please wait, as your assigned sales representative will soon reach you. Expected wait time, 70 seconds. As I waited for Susan, I heard a commotion. The commotion had attracted a bunch of watermelon-eating spectators. Susan is the bob-cut brunette who helped me yesterday. Every silver member of the Guild Association Mall members gets assigned with a sales representative of choice. I chose Susan, she seemed professional enough. What do you mean you can't put our item in tomorrow's auction? I am sorry sir, the catalog for tomorrow's auction has already been published, we can't add any more items. Now we are only expecting items for next week's auction. No. That won't work for us, we need money urgently. Please see if you can somehow squeeze us in tomorrow's auction. I am sorry sir, I can't help you with this. A small mercenary group with 6 bronze card apprentice upon clearing an E-rank dungeon boss got an E-rank common grade dungeon boss core with the beast wool. But in the process, one of their members lost an arm. Not to worry, in this world recovery of a limb or reattachment of a limb is no big deal, but it's not cheap. No wonder they are in such a hurry. Good day sir, how may I help you today? Susan greeted me. Impeccable timing. How does she do it? I was impressed with the professionalism of the Guild Association mall staffs. Susan, how much did you guys offer for the E-rank beast wool core? Let me check sir. Checking her iron grimoire, Susan replied 345,000, sir. So, cheap. Cores with the beast wool within them are very rare and can be used as ingredients to create origin cards. The mall's asking price was cheap, no wonder they wanted to auction the core. Sir, even though cores containing beast wool are rare ingredients used in the making of origin cards, they usually don't sell because nobody is willing to buy them unless it matches the origin cards they are making. What Susan said made sense, though beast wool core are rare, if nobody needs them then they lose their value. Walking near the booth, I used my soul pupils on the beast wool core to check what is the difference between a normal core and a core with the beast wool within it. When seeing through the soul pupils, a normal core contains a bright mass of light within it. As for the core with the beast wool, it also has a bright mass of light in it, but this mass of light is in the shape of the beast the core belonged to. In this case, the bright mass of light was shaped in the shape of a bear, as the core belonged to the abyssal giant bear. Looking at the curled up bear in the core, a sudden idea for a new card flashed in my and I decided to buy the core. But I did not walk to the card apprentice to talk business, I conveyed my intention to Susan and let the professional do the job. Susan wasn't cheap, as the mall charges a 5% brokerage charge for any deal brokered through it. Turns out it wasn't just me who showed their intention to buy the core. Many small-time merchants wanted to make some profit off the desperation of the card apprentice. So to get my hands on the beast wool core, I had to quote a sincere offer. Considering the market price of the beast wool core and my need to satisfy my curiosity, I quoted $1 million, but the brokerage fees would be shouldered by the other party. I thought I would have to wait for the other party to make up their minds before answering, but the other party readily agreed to my offer. Here's your beast wool core, friend. Hope you successfully create your origin card. Thank you, but I did not buy this core to create an origin card. What? Then why did you quote such a high offer? I need this card for a card recipe I came up with. So, I thought the core was worth the price. Okay, that's good, that's good. But aren't you a little young to create your own card recipe? No, I am not. Chapter 14, Abyssal Giant Bear Spirit Guard. Time 12:51. Sir, how may I help you? First, I wanted to walk around the auction house, but since I got my hands on the beast wool core, I decided against it because I wanted to check if the new card recipe I came up with was possible. Lead me to Card Lab, and I also want to buy the following cards. E-rank Bear Form Card, X1. F-rank Origard Card, X1. E-rank Common Core, X1. E-rank Bear Form Card, 147,000. F-rank Origard Card, 22,000. E-rank Common Core, 10,000. Discount, 5%, 8,950. Total, 170,050. Card ratings, 24 stars. Card durability, 84/84. Card effect, user becomes elite in beast form, martial arts bear form. Addition effect, strength and senses of a bear, passive. Card name, Origard. Card ratings, 14 stars. Card effect, strengthens the aura of the user. Additional effect, passive protection from harmful and negative rays, example ultraviolet sun rays. E-rank bear form card rose the proficiency level of beast forms martial arts bear form from proficient to elite. Martial arts proficiency can be divided into proficient, elite, master, grandmaster. As for aura guard, according to studies every living being has aura emitting from their body, and stronger the aura means that person is healthier. If any average John/Jane Doe from my world were to be equipped with aura guard, then he/she could easily live across 110 years of age. When I first saw the curled up bear in the core, my first thought was this will go great with bear form martial arts. Then upon further thoughts, I came up with a possible new card recipe. Being an inventor, I couldn't wait to try it out, so I didn't hesitate to quote a sincere price for the beast will core. I entered the card lab collecting all the ingredients. I still had nearly 6.5 hours of monthly free time left under my membership. Sitting in the card lab, placing all card ingredients on the card creation page, I closed my eyes and poured my mental strength into the grimoire. This time the card creation process would be more difficult than last time, as I am using 2 already operational cards as ingredients. Thinking about the kind of card I wanted to create, I opened my soul pupils and scanned all 4 ingredients: E-rank bear form card, F-rank aura guard card, E-rank beast will core, and E-rank common core. Within the bear form card, I saw a bright mass of light shaped in the form of a martial artist continually practicing bear form martial arts. While in the aura guard card, I saw the bright mass of light shaped in the form of guard. In the beast will core, I saw a bear sleeping in a curled up position, but the bright mass of light in here was much brighter compared to the mass of light in the bear from card. My intuition told me that if I tried to bind the beast will core to the bear form card, then I would fail, as the bear form card's soul pathways seemed to be weaker compared to the soul pathways in the beast will core. Therefore I came up with an idea to strengthen the soul pathways of the bear form card with the soul pathways of the aura guard card. I proceeded accordingly. Using the mental strength, I moved the bright mass of light from the aura guard card to strengthen the bear form card. I was careful so that I didn't leak any bright mass of light in the process. The soul pathways of aura guard easily dissolved into the soul pathways of the bear form card, strengthening the bear form card. Next, I didn't directly try to bind the beast will with the strengthened bear form card. I used the E-rank common grade core as the medium. I slowly moved both soul pathways of beast will and bear form into the common grade core simultaneously. The beast will resisted at first, but being overpowered by the soul pathways of bear form, its resistance was of no use and bound with the common grade core. I looked into the E-rank common grade core. With the addition of beast will and bear form soul pathways, the speck of bright light inside it turned into a large mass of bright light in the shape of abyssal giant bear. This abyssal bear was no longer curled up and sleeping, instead it showed intelligence and was continually practicing bear form martial arts. Then I activated the morphing property of the common grade core, turning it into a card. Card creation complete. Abyssal Giant Bear Spirit Guard. Card name, Abyssal Giant Bear Spirit Guard. Card ratings, 26 stars. Card durability, 100/100. Card effect, user becomes elite in beast form martial arts abyssal giant bear form. Additional effect, strength and senses of the abyssal giant bear, passive, abyssal giant bear spirit guard, passive, abyssal roar, active, intimidating aura, passive. Abyssal giant bear spirit guard, passive, the user's aura is strengthened to the point where it takes the form of an abyssal giant bear spirit. This abyssal giant bear spirit is sentient and will passively protect the user, meanwhile strengthening user's abyssal giant bear form martial arts by giving increased strength, defense, and senses of the abyssal giant bear and other abyssal giant bear abilities. Intimidating aura, passive, user passively emits the aura of a wild abyssal giant bear. Abyssal roar, active, user can roar like the abyssal giant bear, stunning all nearby enemies for 1 to 3 seconds based on strength difference. Cooldown time, 140 seconds. The star rating is very high than I expected it should be because the star ratings of cards I used as ingredients was high. Thankfully the durability ratings are perfect, one of the reasons I preferred the Aura Guard card for strengthening over other alternatives. What was more shocking was the evolution of Bear from martial arts to Abyssal Giant Bear form and evolution of Aura Guard to Abyssal Giant Bear Spirit Guard. Not to mention the Abyssal Roar and intimidating aura. This card could be considered overpowered in E-rank common grade cards. 3 passive and 1 active abilities with such low star ratings and perfect durability ratings was unheard of. I bet this card would fetch me a fortune if I auctioned it. Removing the F-rank Bear form card, I equipped the E-rank Abyssal Giant Bear Spirit Guard card. Due to my lacking star power, I could not hold cards more than 32 stars. But with E-rank Abyssal Giant Bear Spirit Guard card, who needs as an F-rank Bear form card? E-rank Abyssal Giant Bear is a boss monster. With it and my Gale Rabbit Leather Boots abilities complementing each other's weakness, I had become an unstoppable force within E-ranks. Volume I, Part I ends here. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like and subscribe so we can be motivated to make even better videos in the future.